Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, AY260. I'm Cindy Nierenberg and this is week 27 in this series. And I'll be real honest with you, this week was a tough week for me. And I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I just haven't felt myself. Haven't been able to sleep, and I think that's taking its toll on me. So this week I had another gain. So last week I weighed in at 224.2, and if you'll remember, I think I had gained like 1.2 pounds last week. And then this week I gained another pound, so I weighed in at 225.2 this morning, which takes my total loss to 22.8. So lots of things going on through my head, right? Like I'm getting farther and farther away from the 25 pounds that I lost, and a kind of a double whammy because 2 weeks in a row there's been a weight gain. And granted, it's not like, you know, I haven't put on 10 pounds, but it is kind of, for me, like the danger zone. Like it's time to start really paying attention to what you're doing and what could be creating this. So again, like last week, I feel like I've gotten a little lax on the amount of carbohydrate that is coming into my diet. And again, I'm not a real low carbohydrate. Like I do eat fruit, and I put like, you know, kind of, you know, nuts and fun things into my salads. But I do know when like outside foods are creeping in. Like this week I had some potato chips, like, back to the potato chips again. They seem to be the bane of my existence. But anyway, getting back to that like danger signal for me, like it's time to tighten up the reins a bit. You know how they send out the big red flare, like when somebody needs help. I think that's what I'm doing this week, is I'm just sending out a big red flare to all of you, just to kind of tell you, this is my intention, not to beat myself up, not to say I'm really going to buckle down and get busy and work harder, because that's what I've done in the past and that's never worked for me. But rather, what's going on? Why am I not getting the sleep that I need? Why am I up all night and then not able to sleep until like 7 o'clock in the morning? Like that's got to stop. So those are the kinds of things that I'm going to be focusing on, which is entirely self-care. And I'm really proud that I've come to that conclusion, that the answer lies in self-care, not in working harder or restricting more. And for me, you guys, that is incredible growth. So again, looking back with compassion, like what happened this week? Why wasn't I getting the sleep that I needed? What's going on in my body? And what can I do for self-care that will get me back on track? And for me, self-care this week, and you know, in the future, is always going to be sleep. Like making sleep a priority, making sure that my bedroom is cool when I go to sleep, making sure, you know, the lights are off in the house, making sure that I'm not on any kind of a device before I go to bed. Like if I need to read something, I can read a book, like an old-fashioned book, not my Kindle, not something on my phone, that just to get rid of some of those rays that are coming in that I don't need. And then of course watching my diet, making sure that what's coming into my body this week is healthy, whole foods, not any of the crappy foods that I tend to want to sneak in because I think they're fun. It's not fun to not feel well. So I don't want to scare you. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just like off my game this week, and it's really kind of been 2 weeks in a row. And for me, that's when the red flare needs to start going up. So that's what I'm doing this week. Thanks for listening. I know this wasn't a really fun video, but it is what it is. It's what I'm going through. So thanks for following along, and I'll see you next week. Bye.